Hello, this is a video on how to play the card game Nap. Now, Nap is a British card game that's also referred to as Napoleon. Keep in mind that there is another version of Solitaire called Napoleon. That version of Solitaire is the one that Napoleon himself invented when he was imprisoned. But this version of Nap or Napoleon is different. It's not a single player game, it is a multiplayer game. To differentiate between the two, that one's often called Napoleon or Napoleon Solitaire, while this one is most commonly known as Nap. Nap is a straightforward trick taking game in which players receive 5 cards each. Whoever bids the highest number of tricks chooses trumps and tries to win at least that many. It first appeared in the late 19th century. It may be less popular now than it was, but it is still played in some parts of southern England and perhaps in some other places in Britain. Now, when you're looking at the game, do note that you can play with as few as 3 players, but commonly it's better to play with 4 or more. There are no permanent partnerships. In each hand, the high bidder plays against a team consisting of all the other players, aka the person who wins the bid is playing against every other player. Now, a standard 52 card deck is used, with the cards in each suit ranking from high to low, with ace being the highest and 2 being the lowest. Before, a full 52 card deck was used, but nowadays the deck has been played with players play with a reduced deck, by taking out the lowest cards in each suit. And so if you have 4 players, it's most common to play with 28 cards, right? And so this is by taking out, your 2, your 3, your 4, your 5, your 7. Sorry, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just those cards, right? And so you'll play with essentially 8 to ace, right? Removing the 2 to 7. And so what is the, I guess, objective of the game, right? And so the objective of the game is simple. First, you just want to bid a contract and then win at least as that many. If you are the player who bid, every other player plays against you. So, in most games, the cards are shuffled at the start of the game. Otherwise, you just simply deal 5 cards to each player, a batch of 3 followed by a batch of 2, or a batch of 2 followed by a batch of 3. That is up to you. The deal and play are indeed clockwise, and the turn to deal passes to the left after each hand. The bidding starts with the player to the dealer's left. It goes around the table clockwise and ends with the dealer. So each player has just one chance to speak, and at your turn, you must either pass or bid more than the highest bid so far. The possible bids are 2, right, where the bidder believes they will win at least 2 tricks. 3, where the bidder believes they will win at least 3 tricks. 4, where the bidder believes they will win at least 4 tricks. Nap, where the bidder believes they will win all 5 tricks. And Wellington. This is where the bidder believes they will win all 5 tricks, but Wellington and so that is essentially it. A Wellington is bid, meaning that you think you'll win 5 tricks, but a Wellington can only be bid to beat a previously bid nap by another player. You cannot beat a Wellington. If everyone passes, the hand is not played. You collect all the cards and you deal again. You must have a bidder. So, let us begin the bidding process. The game is quite simple, so we won't go ahead and repeat the rules constantly here. Looking at our hand, we have an ace and a king of spades. Let's bid a 2. Everyone else passes. Okay, so after that's done, the high bidder leads the first trick, and the suit of this first card played by the bidder is trump for the hand. So that makes spades trump for the hand. Now, that's pretty simple, right? The first card played by the bidder is the trump suit for the hand. The winner of the trick is the player who played the highest ranking trump card. If no trump card was played, the winner of the trick is the player with the highest ranking card in the lead suit. And so, just give me a second here. And so the standard trick taking rules apply, right? You must follow suit, playing a card of the lead suit whenever possible. If you have no card of the lead suit, you can play a card of any suit. The winner of the trick is the player with the highest ranking card, or highest ranking trump card. If no trump card was played, the winner of the trick is the player with the highest ranking card in the lead suit. The winner of the trick leads the next trick. So we'll go ahead, right? Our objective is to win 2. And so we'll go ahead and win 2 tricks there. So, scoring. If the bidder is successful, each of the other players pays the bidder depending on the bid. So, if I had a bid of 2, each other player would have to pay me 2 points from their score. If I had a bid of 3, each other player would pay me 3 points from their score. If I had a bid of 4, each other player would pay me 4 points for their score from their score. If I had a bid of 5, each other player would pay me 5 points from their score. If I had a bid, so that would be a nap. If I had a Wellington, each other player would pay me 10 points from their score. And so if the bidder fails to meet their bid, the bidder must pay each opponent the same amount that they would have won. And so let's say I did not meet my bid of 2, then I would pay 2 to each opponent. So then my score would be -6, and each other player would have a score of 2. Since I meet my bid, I take 2 points from each player. So each other player, right, Carol, Marcus, and Maxwell have a score of -2, and I have a score of 6. So essentially, right, you pay out, if the bidder meets the bid, every other player must pay the bidder their bid from their personal score. If the bidder fails to meet the bid, the bidder must pay every player the amount he bid from his personal score. And keep in mind, a Wellington is worth 10 points, right? Every other bid is worth the value of the bid, but a Wellington, even though it is a bid of 5, it is worth 10. So it's literally that simple. And you just play to a predetermined amount of points. That's up to you. So let us continue. It's quite simple, right? All the players bid, 5 cards to each player from 8 to ace. All the players bid. I have a king and a queen of clubs. What I'll do is I could bid a clover. But that means another player has the ace of clover, so I'll choose to pass. So 5 cards to each player. The players bid. Whoever wins the bid plays the first card. The first card they play, the suit of that card is a trump suit. Standard trick taking rules apply. The winner of the trick is the player with the highest ranking trump card. If no trump card is played, the winner of the trick is the player with the highest ranking card in the lead suit. You must follow the lead suit whenever possible. The winner of the trick leads the next trick. If the player meets their bid, they take that amount of points from each player. If the bidder fails to meet their bid, they pay out their bid to each player. It's literally that simple. Wellingtons are the same as a nap in terms of bid. It's worth 5, but Wellington is a higher and cannot be beat. Wellington has a score value of 10. Every other bid has a score value equal to the bid. Literally that simple. So Queen of Spades was played. They want spades to be trump. We'll go ahead and we'll play our ace of spades. Then we'll go ahead and we'll play our king of clubs. And so we are doing a good job here. hopefully trying to stop Maxwell from winning 3 tricks, but it looks like Maxwell may do it unless another player has a spade. Nope, they do not. Oh, no, but it does not matter. Carol took the trick with a higher ranking diamond. So, Maxwell, right, bid 3. Maxwell failed to meet his bid, so Maxwell pays out 3 points to each player. So 3, 3, 3, Maxwell has a score of -9. Right? And so, in this case, each player started out with a base score of 50. But that's up to you. You can start from 0 if you'd like. So as you can see, I have 59, Carol has 51, Marcus has 51, Maxwell has 39. You can start out with a base score of 0, but they just start out with 50 to prevent players from getting into the negatives too quickly, and so that's totally up to you. If everyone starts at the same baseline, then it does not really matter. So, the rounds are quite quick. Let us play another round. We don't have a good hand here. We'll pass. So diamonds are trump. We cannot follow, and so what we'll do is we'll just play our heart here. So Marcus met his bid, and so we all lost 2 points there. So notice how I went down to 57. I think I can win 2 here. So Marcus bid to take 4 tricks. So Marcus must be quite confident here. We simply have to stop Marcus from taking those tricks, but it seems like Marcus has possession of the spades here. Luckily for us, we just simply need to prevent Marcus from taking one more trick. Okay. I think Marcus got this. And so now we all have to pay Marcus 4 points. Right, so I went down to 53. Marcus gained 12 more points, going from 57 to 69. We have a good hand here. I'm going to bid that I win 2. Marcus bid 4 again. So as you can see, it's quite a simple game, right? Not too much to it. You just bid, and then it becomes a 3 versus 1. All the players are trying to prevent the bidder from making their bid. If the bidder makes their bid, all the players pay out the value of the bid to the bidder. If the bidder fails to make out his bid, the bidder pays out the value of his bid to each other player. You play to a predetermined, agreed upon amount of points. Standard trick taking rules apply. Note that Wellingtons are worth 10 points in terms of the payouts. So that wraps up how to play Nap. It's quite an easy game to understand in terms of the strategy and how to actually win. It could be harder. It is harder. But that wraps up how to play Nap. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.